Hi all. Well, Merry Christmas. It's Boxing Day today, and as you can see, I'm not in bike kit for a change. I've snuck up here in the car with some bits and pieces because, as I mentioned about Burton Dassett here in this series of Burton Dassett films I've been doing, it's one or two things I discovered that haven't been mentioned in any of the history books before. And one of them is this thing here. Do you remember we started at this well right at the beginning of the series? And Jacob Cove-Jones, if you remember from the third, I think it was the third film that I did, made some discoveries and found some of the Templar loose that had been brought here from Jerusalem way back after the Crusades. And he found one of the things supposedly hidden within the well here, this holy well. If you didn't see that one, look back at the very first part of this and you'll see this well. But anyway, when I was here a while ago doing that film, I noticed an inscription in the back of the wall that looks, the lettering looks medieval, and I think it's in Latin, and you can't really see much of it, so I bought a soft brush. I really don't want to damage it, so it's a soft brush and a torch. I'm going to take a look at it and see if we can discover anything. Very important day because nobody has looked at this before. Jacob Cove-Jones must have seen it because I know he investigated this, but that was 120 years ago. And there's never anything been written about this. Nobody has talked about this inscription. So this is a first for us. It's a special day. So coming down into the grotto, and sitting on the camera today, you probably noticed. I don't want to tread on any newts. There are newts in the water here. And we've had a lot of rain, so the well is actually quite deep. But this is the inscription here. Here we go. I hope you can see that from where you are. Some of it has gone, but you can make out some. The part here is missing. But I'm guessing this is Latin. This is exciting. You know, I said you could discover things that nobody else have if you look close enough. And this is one of those things. Nobody's done this before. See, I'm only using very soft brush because I really don't want to do any damage. Could have done with something a bit better really. Basically, I'm hoping that if I can see enough of the inscription, I might be able to work with that and do some research and find out what it's trying to say. See the lettering? It does look medieval to me. This R, the D, and the very round O there. Somewhere in here, Jacob Cove-Jones found one of the relics actually in the well here, but I don't know where. But he must have seen this inscription. He must have, but he didn't mention it, and nobody else has either. We got V-E-A-R-E. But there's something missing. You see this dot here? This is like a period between two words, I suspect, which probably started here. Yes, this is something. Yeah, definitely something here. Scratch this or anything, so I'll be really, really careful. I should have bought my trowel. Really. Here we go, this is more inscription. Look, this is another zero, isn't it? Oh no. Ah, there she is. That's another row, isn't it? You really want to be careful with this. Not to mention I'd get in a lot of trouble if I did any damage. I've been dying to get back here and do this. It's in my bike kit, so I'm usually travelling on my bike. Of course, I'm not in my wellies, and I don't carry anything to do this sort of thing. Here we go, let's see this. I'm sure this is medieval, this lettering. I'm sure. I really, really want to go. I think there's probably more under here. Somewhere it's going to be hidden under the moss there. Just for the record, I'm not doing any damage whatsoever. Be very, very careful with it. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to do any more harm to this. And I think I'm going to have to just work with what I've got out of the lettering here. Looks like an R. Yeah, that's another R. For any Latin scholars amongst you, do you recognise this? Strange. Not sure what that is. Someone's left something in there, I don't know what that is. Interesting. Interesting building. I mean, Cope Jones, I think, probably found a hidden, a loose stone. In fact, I think that's what I read. I found a loose stone amongst these. It wouldn't be in the ceiling, so it must be in the wall. And I'm wondering if it's behind here and he reset it, because actually now I've cleaned it more, you can make this out. Can you see this is a shaped stone like this? So this inscription was made on this stone and then put in, but it's been here a long time. There's a big section missing here. But this was obviously put in separately. I mean, it might be just a dedication to the holy well itself, which this is, or it might be more. See, this does look like it's been removed at some point. So, Cope Jones may well have found whatever it was he was looking for behind the stone, and then reset it. I couldn't see before because I've never been in here with a torch. This is definitely one complete stone in the inscription. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that for now because I don't want to do any damage. And I'm going to try and work with what we've got and see what we can find. Anyhow, exciting stuff. Making history right here, right now. Looking for any more loose bricks. See this one, something may have been removed. No, that's been another one. That's clearer though, we've got a lot more of that now. Yeah. Okay. For now, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can work with that. If not, I'll come back and do a bit more work to it. And I'm going to go take a look at the church now as well, which is still locked up, I think, due to COVID. Unfortunately, because there's so much to show you in there. Let's come out of here. Well, that's about it. I'll let you know how I get on with that, and talk to you soon. Cheers.